Alrighty, g'day everybody. That's right, you're seeing the Doga, aka Scott. Yes, that is my name. For the first time on camera. Welcome to what is my 29th birthday video. This one. Last Saturday, I managed to pick up a decent bundle of AC/DC items, which will be the feature of today's video. First of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Glennis and Scott Johnson of Rockaway Records, who are responsible for selling me this excellent bundle, which I will be showcasing to you all right now. We have some interesting stuff here. We have some CDs to start off with. As part of the bundle, the first, of course, was this TNT CD. This is from 2006. You've got the CD inside, so this is essentially a set of 10 CDs that came with the bundle. Actually, I have a bonus one here. This wasn't part of the bundle, but it was also a recent pickup as well. This is the original 1986 Dirty Deeds CD, the Japanese version, made in Japan for Australia, of course. Okay, we also have a copy of the international version. This is the 2003 version, of course. This one is actually from Austria. Don't know how that one managed to get all the way over here from there. But either way, that's part of the collection now. And we've got another copy of Power Age. This is the 2006 version as well. Also part of the bundle, another Back in Black. This one is the CBS version again, which I've also shown off previously, as you can see here. Okay, also is another copy of AC/DC Live. This is another original copy, complete with the outer packaging. Unfortunately, this one's not in the best condition. As you can see, the case just came off straight away, and the discs themselves were not in the best condition. And if I go to show the other one, the center hole is actually very loose, and the disc just came off right there and then. The back cover had to be taped in place because it had been pulled out and was forced back in and got all crinkled, so had to replace that. Or tape it back in place. Anyway, some more CDs from this box here, which you can't actually see. Okay, we have another copy of Ball Breaker. This is another original CD. You see the Brashes sticker. That used to be a store back in the day that used to sell stuff. Unfortunately, I don't really remember much of it. Either way, this is the original CD. Okay, and also Stiff Upper Lip again. This is a good one. This is another original CD from 2000. Again, you would have already seen me with a copy of this elsewhere on the channel. And Black Ice, of course. Okay, now we get to one that I'm yet to show off. We'll be doing Rock or Bust and Power Up as the final in the album collection series eventually. I'll probably show off my copy, so this is actually not my original copy. I will be showing it off eventually. Now, the final CD in this bundle, it's a bit of an oddity. This is an unofficial CD titled Live in the USA 1991. But I can tell you for a fact that this is not from the US. What the contents of this CD actually is, it appears to be ripped directly from the DVD of, and is a resequenced and poorly edited CD of Live at Donington, of all DVD, VHS, whatever. It's a bit odd. It mentions Jailbreak on the rear cover, but it is not on there at all. Also, Thunderstruck and Shoot to Thrill are not present as well. Okay, now we get to show something that we have not shown on the channel before. Part of the bundle, some VHS tapes. So, we're going to start from 1987 simply titled AC/DC. This is one video that my dad used to have many years ago now. Unfortunately, something unspeakable happened to it back in the late 2000s, and it's gone now. I want to give a shout out to one of my usual Australian viewers. That would be Peter from the Lizard King channel. It will be interesting to know, did you previously own this video, Peter? If so, let me know in the comments, and if you didn't, let me know if you didn't in the comments. But this is a good videotape, this one, consisting of a number of Bon Scott era promo clips. Here is the songs. It's a shame a few are missing, like It's a Long Way to the Top and Rock and Roll Damnation, that they could have easily put on there. Anyway, another VHS tape now from 1992. I'm not so sure if this is the original, but we have the Australian release of Live at Donington on VHS. Never actually had this one, although we did rent it from video store sometime in the mid-2000s before eventually getting on DVD a few years later. Oops, there we go. There's the track listing inside, of course. And the tape. Excellent, that looks good. And of course, we also have, from 1996, my personal favourite from AC/DC's videotape catalogue, that would be No Bull. Only $29.95. That is fairly cheap by today's standards, but hey, may have been pricey back then. We also own this copy. Unfortunately, my dad's copy is also gone now. Got chewed up by a VCR, unfortunately. But either way, it's good to have another one of these again. Childhood memories of watching it with my dad. Whenever my mum would go out shopping, Dad would put that on and keep me entertained for a good 2 hours. Right, the last VHS tape. This one is probably a bit of an oddity, but what we have here... Now, I know what you're thinking. AC/DC, Let There Be Rock, the original movie with Bon, right? Well, you would be correct in this situation, but this is not an official release. I believe this cover may be a photocopied version of the original Australian VHS cover. I don't know if Peter ever owned this or ever saw this on VHS back in the day, but if you have, then please let me know in the comments. This is actually a homemade videotape. This tape contains a very rare interview with Angus, done with Molly Meldrum on the long since defunct program called the Meldrum Tapes. From what I can tell, this might also feature possibly a VHS transfer of the original movie, and a few clips also included at the end, including some of the Glasgow 78 material, which actually ends halfway through Bad Boy Boogie, unfortunately. Okay, we do have some DVDs as well as part of this bundle. So we've got Family Jewels, of course. Oops, the disc is loose inside, even though I thought I put it back on there carefully. There's the discs, and that's just going to fall off as soon as I take my hand away. Yep, straight away. That is so annoying. Anyway, also part of the bundle is another copy of Plug Me In from 2007. This is the standard edition, which I already own a copy of. You'll also have seen me show this off on the channel beforehand. But this is also part of the bundle. Fold it out. Never did show my copy off all that much previously, but there it is. There's the other copy. Okay, that's that one. Alright, next one is another copy of, hang on, is Backtracks. Another copy of this one as part of this bundle. There's the back part here. And of course you've got the inside as well. I did show off the contents of the deluxe edition previously, I believe. This one's in better condition than the original copy that I already had, which I gave to my mum a couple of years ago now. Mainly so she could have something to listen to in the car. Okay, we also have a couple of unofficial DVD releases. A couple of documentaries. I believe this one is another unofficial release. The Bon Scott Years. This is essentially a documentary about his albums and stuff. I think I've already got this, and I think you can also find this particular one on YouTube too. This entire documentary. It's not too bad. And also another unauthorized documentary. It's A Long Way to the Top, which features a number of interviews with various people, including Dave Evans, AC/DC's original vocalist, of course. Bit of a strange DVD, this one. I did watch it and didn't really enjoy it all that much. Anyway, I do have the majority of the VHS tapes were also burned to DVD as well, and here are the burned DVDs. Let There Be Rock, discs 1 and 2, and it's actually upside down. I didn't even notice that until just now. But we also have the AC/DC Bon Scott videotape here. Also includes some extra stuff on the end of it, recorded in 2005 by whoever owned it. And we've got the Live at Donington VHS as ripped to DVD. And No Bull, which unfortunately I have attempted to play this one. I pretty much played them all, and this one does not work for some reason. It must have been some sort of error when the disc was made, which is an absolute shame though. And this last one here is actually a rip of the 2004 fan documentary Thunderstruck, which was a bit of a goofy movie. I've never actually watched this one. I probably should, but it doesn't really interest me all that much. Oh, there's an absolute pile here. Hang on. Almost done here. Now, this isn't strictly AC/DC, but this was also part of the bundle. 4-cassette set entitled Masters of Metal. Bit of an unusual compilation. You can see quite a number of songs here. I don't think you'll be able to read them, but there's only 2 AC/DC songs. There's Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution and TNT. Might just pull out each cassette. So here's the first one. Side 1 here and side 2. The font on this one is worn away pretty badly. Second cassette here. Again, the font is just worn off, which is a shame though. And cassette 3, which is also got the font worn off. And cassette 4 is also in here as well. That one looks like it's the least played because the font is actually more legible on cassette 4, but either way, I might as well show all 4 here. So that's that. And one last item that we will also add to this, also not part of the bundle but added in. This is the 1988 compilation, The Good Times, 25 Years of Australian Hits, featuring mostly Albert Productions material, and of course, naturally featuring AC/DC. Cassette 1 here, sides 1 and 2. Should be note that TNT is the only AC/DC song on tape 1, and the second tape has about 4 AC/DC songs. Got It's a Long Way to the Top, Let There Be Rock, You shook me all night long, and who made who? Either way, a bit of a longer video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone who says happy birthday to me in the comments. Be sure to leave a like. And of course, if you're new to the Be a Good Dogger YouTube channel, be sure to press the subscribe button. But until next time, this is the Doga saying thank you very much everyone for watching, and be sure to tune in next time. We shall see you again.